Welcome to Family Food Tale. Family that eats together, stays together. Hello everybody and welcome to Family Food Tales. Today's episode is a very special episode. Firstly, I have my sister here, Jyotsna. Welcome to this episode. This recipe, as you can see, is Dhansak. We learned this recipe, actually my mother learned this recipe from, you won't remember, you were just born there. This Parsi friends of ours in Visakhapatnam, where she was born.
Okay.
And over the years, we've also learned it from my mother. So let's start because there's a lot of prep over here.
Yes.
First of all, we have 4 types of dal. There's tuvar dal, there's masoor, there's moong, there's green split. We have soaked it overnight and now I'm just going to put all the dals in the cooker. So let's add some ghee, homemade ghee, all the dals. We're adding some potatoes. Then we have some pumpkin,
Very healthy.
very healthy, brinjal,
Brinjal.
methi, pudina, some coriander, and we have some salt to taste. Little bit of turmeric and some water to cook it. So the base, as you can see, is vegetarian. Parsis, of course, don't eat vegetarian food. I mean, they don't like vegetarian.
So I had cooked this vegetable dhansak for a Jain friend of mine, and she loved the recipe. But then her husband, he's not a Jain, and he says, "Dhansak is made vegetarian."
So if you're Jain, you don't add the onions, but you can add a little bit of onions in this also. As you can see, everything is nicely mixed, and now we're going to pressure cook it for about 4 to 5 whistles. So what I'll do is I'll put this on that induction and let it cook while we'll start the sauteing of the onions and tomatoes. Okay. So now that we have the cooker on the side, we'll start with the sauteing of the onions and tomatoes. So we're going to add some ghee and some oil. Add the onions to saute. I was thinking of making a vegetarian dhansak. So basically, till now, if you see, it's a pure vegetarian dhansak. We'll add a twist to it a little later, so that the Parsis don't feel bad. So we need to just saute the onions till golden brown. And here also, I made this paste of fresh garlic, fresh ginger, green chilies and cumin. So I made a nice paste here and we're going to add it to this masala, to the dhansak. We already have some dhansak masala, basically all dry ingredients roasted.
It's like a garam masala, but
Yeah.
it has different flavors.
Yeah.
Little different from the normal regular garam masala.
Yeah.
Dhansak is like a meal in itself.
Absolutely.
It just has to be served with some
Nice brown rice and
and
kachumber. Here I've made some kachumber.
yeah.
Sliced onions, sliced tomatoes, sliced chilies, salt and tamarind. And now my onions are ready here,
And the dhansak is getting
cooked there. We'll add the tomatoes. Some salt to taste. Remember, we've added the salt in the dal, so we don't need to add too much, just for the onions, and a little bit of red chili powder. Add the
Looking
paste.
so yum already.
Yeah.
Without anything. Adding some tomato puree.
We're going to add some dhansak masala.
Actual true flavors. I can smell from both the sides. The dal is getting cooked there and the masala over here. I'm getting both the aromas.
I have some chicken here now.
So finally you're going to add the chicken.
I've just put salt and I've put a bit of the dhansak masala on this so that chicken also gets the taste.
Yeah.
And chicken doesn't take long to cook.
For all your vegetarians, you can omit this step.
Yes.
And you can directly add the blended dals and
Yes.
the vegetables.
You can add a little bit of water. Saute it nicely and then we can cover it and let it cook while the dal is being ready. So our chicken is done,
Done, cooked.
cooked.
Wow.
And once you put the dal, it'll cook a little further in that, so you know.
So I think the dal and vegetables are cooked.
Just make sure that the steam is completely
Really.
released. Yeah, it's done nicely. We'll just blend it. So have the blender here.
So if you want to hide all the vegetables and everything, you can do this.
I'm going to just add it to the masala that we have done. You should let it cook for about 5-10 minutes more like this. So
Yeah,
that,
the masala gets into the dal and the vegetables.
yes. So we serve it with a nice brown rice. Nowadays you get healthy brown rice, but earlier mom used to make the brown rice at home. It gives that, you caramelize the sugar.
And give it a color to the basmati rice.
And it comes out really tasty. You just need to add the lemon juice. Give it a nice quick stir. And now we're going to plate it. Nice chicken dhansak. Steaming hot dhansak is ready. You can make it vegetarian or chicken as I've made it. And enjoy it with brown rice and kachumber. Hope you've liked this recipe and see you soon. Till then, bye-bye.